everybody, welcome to another Let's Play. This week we're taking a look at Rogue Stars by Osprey. So this is a new micro skirmish game from Osprey Wargames, and it is a sort of far future. You're leading a crew of adventurers in space, design whatever you want as your characters, kind of a small skirmish scale war game. So play it on a 3x3 table, use any miniatures you want, it's model neutral, and make up the warband you want. So you get themes, so you went with Star Cops.
Yep.
You got the major,
space pod,
the major and the chief.
That's what it is.
Space Popo. That's right. Yeah. Star Cops. I went with miners, and what we did was we kind of just both picked. Well, yours kind of just evolved because when you named them is when you really picked. That's right. You picked the sort of theme for your warband after you picked the models you wanted to use, and I actually built the models to pick the theme of the warband I wanted to use. So I did a Dead Space theme. You guys will see it when you see the miniatures. There's been a bunch of miniatures I wanted to paint for a while, and I converted some more to do the crew of the USG Kellyan, and then Owen really wanted to use his Infinity miniatures, so he went the sort of like the opposite way and picked a bunch of miniatures he really liked and then wrapped the rules around them. Either way is totally valid, and what's cool is this book really supports you doing that by giving you core themes and then
enough abilities to accommodate whatever kind of model you have.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see when you see what my guys look like and what Ash's guys look like.
Yeah.
Very different.
Absolutely, and actually probably one of the easiest ways to do it is the way Owen did it, where he let the model drive
what they had.
Yeah, because there's so many options, there's so much you can choose from that it's almost overwhelming if you don't already have a theme in mind. So I would definitely pick your idea before you start creating characters, and pick your models too, and let that just kind of like drive what you're doing. Because it is kind of a pseudo RPG. When you get to your actual mission creation, it's pretty deep. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of there's your location, there's your objectives and your complication, and they all
weather potentially
mix and match like crazy. Like you could be on a spaceship, you could be on a planet. We've already rolled for ours, so you'll see them when you see them set up.
On a spaceship in the rain.
That's right, on a planet. Like crazy things can happen. So the other thing that I recommend, if you do decide to check this out, one of the things we did was we went and photocopied 3 pages. We photocopied the action pages, the range combat pages, the melee pages, and the damage page. Because there's a lot of charts. It's a game with a lot of charts in it. And the first try we did, we just labeled everything, but we both needed the book, and there was a lot of book flipping, and it got very heated. So
I was fine.
You were fine. I was not fine. I was struggling with having to like pass the book around a whole bunch. So just photocopy those pages so you have the charts on hand and handy. I'm sure when this is out, like sort of like for a little bit while, that people are gonna have come up with something that's better than ours.
The little fold-out pages that you guys have probably seen that have, like, if you look at the back,
the folio,
all of the things, right?
Yeah. The folio has like that quick. It needs a quick rough sheet basically, and that's gonna let you go through all of your actions because there's a ton of up-down modifiers for almost everything you do in the game, and that's gonna make it a lot easier. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into a game because that's kind of the best demonstration of how this works. We'll explain what we're doing as we go through the first couple turns. We'll set the scene, show you our crews, and we'll get started. So before we start into the mechanics of the game, we're going to talk a little bit more about crew creation. Now, the basic core mechanic of this game is XP. Everybody has no stat line. You just have target numbers for every action you want to take. So there are no stats in the game. What you have instead is you have perks and flaws. And what they'll do is they will add or subtract to your rolls when you try and take separate actions. So what they do in the game for your crew creation is they give you an XP limit. Everything costs XP. Equipment, skills, traits, natural abilities, you have to pay an XP cost for them. And you have a minimum XP requirement. You have to spend at least 30 on every crew member and a maximum of 75. So that puts the game between 4 and 6 models. Because you could have 6 models, all that start with 30, and then have 20 left over you'd have to spend on somebody. Or you could max it out and have 2 guys that are at 75 and 1 guy that's at 50, and have like a 3-man crew. Sorry, actually you couldn't even do that, could you? You'd have 150. You could do a 3-man crew because you do 70, 75, 50. Yeah, so 3 to 6 then, not 4 to 6. And when you do this, you're basically deciding what this guy's sort of like skills, his equipment, all of his stuff are. When you play the campaign, you can earn XP and you can buy more traits and abilities and stuff. There's upgrades and downgrades. And so like if you want to make someone weaker or non-reactive, for instance, it'll save you XP, whereas to buy him like an armored suit or a submachine gun or build a weapon into his arm or any of that stuff will cost you extra XP.
Or one of the 11 pages of skills.
That's right. Or psionics, or like all of the other things you do. You can be space wizards. You can be all kinds of things. You can be a robot. That's right. You can be a plant man. You can be a mineral man. This is Star Trek. You could be whatever you want to be, and sort of that gives you the freedom sort of to create the crew you want to create. So because you have all this crazy amounts of freedom, we decided to do themes first. So I did the crew of the USG Kellion from Dead Space. So my 5 guys here, I got Zach Hammond, who's my team leader, and he costs... we made ourselves sheets, because actually there wasn't any sheets, we got the book. He costs 40 XP. He has the leadership skill. He's tough 1, marksman at 1, which costs 6, 8, and 6 respectively. He has a submachine gun, which costs him 6 XP, and light combat dress, which costs him 14 XP, so 40 total. Now these guys are minors. And actually, before you start building your guys, one of the things you do is you pick your theme type. There's tons of different themes in the book. I picked minors, and what that gives you, it gives you your list of initial skills and abilities you have access to, and all the training types and weapon sort of equipment charts that you can actually buy from as well. So, for instance, if you are minors, you can start with any of these traits. So any other traits you can't buy at the beginning because you just don't have access to them, but you can buy them through campaigns. Your equipment, you can start with all civilian equipment points, and exoskeletons cost half. So if I want to buy like a power loader suit or something like that, it only costs half as much. Starting weapons, all civilian weapons and all military grade melee weapons, because that's my mining equipment. And then special, all characters must have at least 1 level of tough. So that's interesting, because that actually spends 8 of my XP per model, just as you get started. And tough is something that basically affects the wound table, and it affects your survival at the end of the game if you die. So tough is like super important, and that's why it costs so many XP when you take it. So there's Zach. Then I've got Kendra Daniels right here. She's got a slug pistol, a Kevlar vest. I just basically went with what was on the model. And then she's also got some skills. So she's got tough because she has to have it. Tech level 2 for doing like tech interactions. And she's a medic as well. And then I've got Isaac Clark. He's wearing a spacesuit, because of course he is. And then he's got tough level 2, because I don't know if you ever played the Dead Space games, but he's really hard to kill. Tech level 3, because he's an engineer. Weapon Master level 2, which lets him fight relatively well with his laser cutter and stuff up close in melee. And then he's a hero, which adds to his activation rules. Because if you've ever played Dead Space, of these 5 guys, he might not be in charge of the USG Kellion, but he is the hero that we need, not the hero that we want. In the back here, we have our 2 CEC security guys, which is Johnson and Chen. And they've both got submachine guns. Johnson's wearing light combat dress, so he's got some armor on. And then he's armed with a submachine gun, which I think I already said. And then he's tough, and he's got marksman level 1 as well. And then Chen, who's got a submachine gun, a Kevlar vest, and then he is tough, a marksman level 1, and a medic level 2 to give us some guys to try and medic you and get you off the table. Because if you bleed out in the table, it's really hard to survive this game. You need to get yourself off the table, be carried off, and get medicked later on to not just die during the campaigns, which we'll talk about, of course, at the end of the game. And here's Owen's Star Cops.
So we've got the Major in front, and she's got her ambidexterity. She's dual-wielding a needler pistol and a submachine gun, and is also a hero. She's Marksman 3, so it's going to modify her ability to shoot. And then she's got a stealth suit and electro shackles, and is also a hero, because she's in charge of the space team. We've got the Chief. He's wearing heavy power armor. That's rather. Right. He's fast. He's a Weapon Master 2, and has a force sword. And that's basically all I can afford, because heavy power armor is super expensive. And then we've got 2 suitcase bots that are basically identical little robots. They're diminutive, tech, artificial, non-reactive, fast, medic, and they sense danger.
They don't even have guns. They could punch somebody.
They have claws.
They have claws, that's right. They can just punch somebody.
Sorry, it is true that they're not unarmed. They have claws.
They have claws.
Which is a difference.
And their job is just to drag these guys off if they get killed.
Yeah. Push the button, drag the bodies.
You could just imagine that these guys deploy them out of like a suitcase when they show up to the table and they have to actually go and do something. The other thing that you get after you build your team is a tactical discipline. And this is basically a training level. When you make your squad, everybody gets to choose 1. So you chose hard to kill, which gives...
Your team gets 1, rather.
Your team gets 1, that's right. And you get 3 flesh wound tokens. At any point, you can spend 1 to remove a wound from a character. So that makes these 2 guys way more robust, even though there's only 2 of them. So if you get... Yeah, well, anybody can spend the tokens.
But one thing to also reference that Hard to Kill doesn't tell you when you pick it is that it actually modifies the wound table
The wound table as well. So it makes everything harder to drop in this team.
Harder to kill.
Yeah. And then I'm taking True Grit on my squad. The character has +1 to all endure rolls, and this bonus is lost when 2 or more characters are out of action. So it's hard to put my miners down because they're super tough. So now that we've shown you the two crews, we're going to go through the basics. So what do you need? 4 to 6 figures per player, enough scenery for a realistic battlefield, some 20-sided dice, some markers, glass views of poker chips. I'm using my old heavy gear markers. The red and orange ones that Owen and I are using here are going to be stress markers. The yellow ones here will be pin markers. And then we've got our little wound dials here to track wounds. If you need any other markers, it's usually for like a crazy psionic power, like some kind of special skill. So I wouldn't worry too much more about them. Tape measure, everything's in inches, and then a few markers for like uncommon conditions. But like I said, they don't come up unless you know you're taking them, because they're usually just based on what you've got in your whatchamacallit, your skill tree basically for your guys. And then rolling dice. We won't really need to look at this just yet until we get into the game. General definitions. Active opponent. So a foe who's not prone, entangled, mind-controlled, panicked, or out of action. So somebody standing up. Adjacent. 2 models in base to base. Baseline. Now this is important. And we missed this the first time through, and it made it hard to set up the game. Baseline is your deployment table edge. There is no deployment zones in most missions unless there's a special like scenario stating that there is. Most models deploy with their base in contact with the base edge on a 3x3 table. So it's defined here, not necessarily during setting up a game, to make sure you don't lose this part. Deploying, so placing figures into the starting positions at the beginning of the game. In general, the defender deploys first, but the mission rules might alter this. XP, we just explained that earlier, so XP is your basic sort of like build for your characters. As a general rule, you get 3 XP for each enemy killed and 5 XP for each objective that you reach, but you might have it changed based on what you're doing. Facing, no facing, everything sees 360. Line of sight, uninterrupted line between the shooter and a target. When in doubt, draw a length of thread from the shooter target or to check line of sight. Out of action, character's been knocked out of the game, takes no more part, but he is remaining there as a marker so that you can carry him off or loot him, but you can't attack him again. Then finally, random hit locations. If a character is hit in a random location by accidental damage, roll d20. On a 1 to 9, they're hitting the torso, 10 to 12, they're hitting the arm, 13 to 15 a leg, and 16 to 20 a head. Attacks that use different mechanics because they're not random. It's actually based on your level of success. Rerolls. If a rule allows you to reroll a dice, the second result stands. Terrain. Unless the mission says otherwise, the game is played on a 3x3 table with at least 6 to 10 scenic items, covering at least 2/3 of the table. So a Frostgrave / Infinity level of terrain setup basically is appropriate. And now we set the game up. So the pregame sequence. Intelligence. Before each game, after squads have been determined, one character in each squad may perform a TN15, so target number 15 tech roll. If successful, the opponent must reveal his squad's profile. So it doesn't matter for us because we already know what we have. But if you were doing some kind of blind character deployment, you could try and do a tech roll. So I could have Kendra or even Isaac, who's tech +3. So he'd need, instead of a 15+, he would need a 12+. And I don't get it, so I wouldn't know what my opponent's profiles were at the start of the game. But both sides can have one person try and do it. Then it's the initiative roll. So players roll d20 to see who has the initiative. So first you add your squad's leadership trait. If all of your squad members are veteran, which mine aren't, you get +1. If all of them are elite or heroes, you get +2. Or if the squad has the Blitzkrieg tactical discipline, you get +2 as well. All we have on my side is leadership 1. On Owen's side, no bonus leadership, so we would just roll a straight dice roll. And I'm going first. So once we do that, we determine the mission. I roll on the mission table. Now, we've already done this pre-game. And what happened is we have to find some loot. So steal valuables is our mission. What these are is these are 6 loot counters. They're numbered 1 through 6. The evens are real. The odds are fake. You have to go up to one and flip an action to try and find the loot. And then you're trying to be in possession of the loot and get it off the table at the end of the game. So once we do that, we do deployment. The attacker must move into contact with them. Sorry, each character may carry 2 tokens. You can loot 2 boxes. When a character exits the table, he can't come back. The defender may deploy anywhere at least 5 inches away from my baseline. So once we determine my baseline, he'll be able to deploy his team anywhere he wants to protect the loot and the valuables. And he will also be able to deploy the valuables themselves. Where is it? I earn 3 extra XP per token taken off the table, but no XP for killing opponents. The defender scores 3 XP per character put out of action or leaving the board without a token. So we rolled our next thing, which was location table, and actually rolled a mining station, appropriately enough. So we have to roll a d20 now, and on a 15+, 2 exoskeletons become present. Basically, little robot suits people can climb into. So roll right now and see if they show up. 15+. They don't. Okay, so no exoskeletons. If you were a non-artificial man-sized figure, you could go into them and do a tech roll to try and wear them. All damaged 6+ weapons are forbidden because they could collapse the mine. So we can't use big weapons. Luckily, I don't think any of us are actually armed with big weapons. But imagine that this is that nowhere station from Guardians of the Galaxy inside like a giant robot head. And so this is like a huge cavern with all these little like prefab structures in it that could just be collapsed during the fight. Owen rolled in the complication table, and what he found was explosives. So up to 3 obstacles chosen by a random player. What we've got here is 1, 2, 3 obstacles, and these are going to be explosive. It will basically blow up if you shoot too close to them. So on a d20 roll, if you shoot within 2 inches of them on an 8+, you roll a dice. On a 1 to 6, no effect. Oh, sorry, you add the damage to the attack. On a 7 to 11, place a 3-inch diameter pool of dangerous terrain in contact with each tank because it leaks dangerous fluid. On a 12+, it explodes, knocking prone and giving 1 pin to every character within 8 inches, and furthermore, everyone within 4 inches attack gets a damage 4 scorching hit. You may shoot a tank on purpose at +2 because it doesn't try and get away. So there is our setup. So we've got complication, location, and our mission, which is steal valuables. And you do this every time you set up a game. So because there's 20 of each, there's lots of different like formations for how your scenario could end up. So other options like you could be smuggling something, exploring a wrecked ship, space gladiators. You could end up thrown into a space gladiatorial pit. Locations could be irradiated wastelands, that's a complication, a laboratory, an insect hive, an ice planet. So this is definitely a game for setting up beforehand with your friend and rolling that stuff before you actually start, because you may need to create a whole new selection of terrain to play it and do it with the theme in sort of like, in proper play. Now, luckily we have kind of the terrain and stuff to do anything. so it wasn't such a big deal for us. But I would definitely recommend, if you're gonna give this game a try for the first time, roll your location, your complication beforehand. Complications can be hilarious as well. Everyone can have low ammo. There could be a meteor story going on. My favorite one though is love is in the air. 2 random characters on either side won't really attack each other because they happen to love each other. It's just hilarious.
It's gonna be the diminutive robot.
Or they say it might rain, where you roll on the weather table, even if you're inside a crystal forest or an insect hive. Although you can come up with a reason for all of it. It could just be like there's corrosive humidity.
What's your argument when you're on a spaceship?
That like there's an atmospheric link, that the scrubbers have gone down. You know what I mean? There's tons of reasons why there could be that stuff. You don't know. You're not.
I don't know.
You're not a space wizard.
I'm not a space wizard.
That's right. You're not a space wizard. So now that we've done that, we have to actually set up and get ready for our game. All right. So our objectives are down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to know which are which. As are potentially exploding crates. 1, 2, 3. And then I get to choose my baseline to place my models down, but I don't actually place them until after the defender sets up his. So I'm going to make this my baseline because I'm already standing over here. And Owen can place his models anywhere he wants on the table, not within 5 inches of my baseline. Sorry. All right, so we are ready to rock and roll our first turn. I deployed. I've got Johnson, Kendra, and Chen, and then Isaac on this table edge and Hammond over here. The Major, with one of her suitcase bots, is up in this building, watching warily for us to start smuggling these things out. I think it might be a marker. And the Chief and his little sword over here, getting ready to pounce on me if I go any of these objectives. So I get the initiative in the first turn. Now, the initiative is really important, because it's the thing that's going to let you activate models. Now, if you guys want something that's sort of a familiar concept, this game is a lot like Infinity, in that you can activate any model you want, and the model can activate multiple times. But the more you activate it, the more worn out and stressed it's going to get during its turn. Baseline for activating any model is an 8+, and you can choose to roll 1, 2, or 3 dice. But for every one that you fail, what happens is your opponent gets a reaction dice, and he can do things like try and steal the initiative off you with it by rolling a 16+ with modifiers, or by just doing actions himself. Those actions have a slightly higher difficulty, but it's a little bit like the ARO system at Infinity, where he can do things back if he can see you, or not. It can just be guys that
the big exception being that my reactions take place before.
Before. That's right. They go off before me. So if he can see me and shoot me, he'll actually shoot me before I move and do my actions as well. So what I'm going to do is start off with Isaac. Actually, we're going to do Isaac later. Isaac's a hero. He gets +3 to all of his activation tests. So it actually makes sense to do him later on in the turn, because then he'll...
it makes no difference.
It'll offset... Oh, no, because he won't have any stress on it, will it? Yeah, you're right. No. Well, yeah, we'll just do him first then. So we'll show you how it works. So an 8+, I'm going to try and do 2... Well, it doesn't have to even declare my actions. I'm going to try and do 2 dice worth of actions at +3. We'll do 3 dice worth of actions at +3. So I need a 6+ for each one.
5s.
8 goes to... You're right, so it does go to 5s, yeah. It's +3 to the roll. So I do get 3 successfully. So now that I have 3 successful actions, I can choose from a huge list of possible things I can do. Now, where I'm standing, I'm probably going to want to do some of these movement ones. So you can walk 2 inches, and if you walk and you're moving through broken terrain, like a woods or scrub or something, there's no roll required to do it. You can run, so 4 inches, +1 per level of fast or extra legs trait, but you do make a train roll in broken terrain. And then you can sprint 6 inches, +1 per level of fast or extra legs in a straight line, so you can't turn during a sprint. And you make a terrain roll of any part of the movements through broken terrain. So there's lots of open terrain here. So I'm going to do 3 actions sprinting. I'm going to do 1, whoop, over to here. I'm going to do 2, over to base with this, whoop. And then my third action, I'm going to flip it. So now we said evens were not successful things.
Check, don't you?
I think I do, yes. And then odds were not successful, but I think I have to make a roll first to see if I get it open. No roll required, so we're just gonna crack it open and see if it's good. So odds are not something, evens are. And it's a 3, so it's an odd, so we know this one's been inspected, and it is no longer on the table because it's empty and broken. What happens now is I get 3 stress markers. Every time you successfully do an action, you gain a stress, and stress makes it harder to activate you later on. So because he's a hero, he's basically at -3 +3, and that's going to make him a little bit worse at doing things. But now, because I have 3 stress markers, if Owen wants to steal the initiative, if I get any unsuccessful rolls on my future actions, he can do so at +3 to his dice roll. So he needs a 16 to steal the initiative, but he's +3 for every stress or pin marker that I have on me.
On your side of the board.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah, all my guys put together. So I probably don't want to activate him again, although he's still on 8s. Maybe I do.
He's nicely in the open.
He is nicely in the open. I don't like that very much. So I think what we'll do is we will activate again, and we're going to try and do 3.
For 8.
So I'm on 8s now instead of 5s. And I'm going to get 3 successes and a critical. And what's cool about a critical is I could roll an additional action dice, which I'm not going to do, or I can get +2 to a target number roll. So I'm going to choose the +2 to a target number roll, and I'll save that for my last action. And what we'll do is we will do a sprint, another 6 inches, and we'll head away from the major because she's terrifying, and head over here. Then we'll do a walk. We'll do a run, actually, because I can run 4 around this thing. Like that. And then my last action, I'm going to try and crack it open and see if it's even or odd. And it's even, so I've got a thing now on Isaac. Well, Isaac's got 6 stress markers on him, which makes him probably not able to do anything else for the rest of this turn, because I'll be rolling on 11s instead of on my 8s. On 5s, that's right. So now we're going to have Hammond to go, because I want him to get up here and try and start, well, at least covering me. So when you start activating, if you get any failures, I'll have someone that can cover Isaac. So he's going to do 2 actions, and roll 2 dice. He's still on an 8+ because he has no stress markers on him. And we succeed twice, so he's going to run twice. He has to run in a straight line, so he's going to run...
Sprint 6.
Sorry, sprint, that's right, yeah. So he's going to sprint 6 up to here, straight line. And he's going to sprint 6 again. And go, whoops, sprint behind this wall. And he'll get 2 stress markers. So I have 8 on the table right now. So if I get any failures at this point, Owen on an 8+ can steal the initiative off me because I have this many stress markers on me. Now I do want to get some of these guys up the board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do these one at a time, I think, and try and move them up the board, because as soon as I fail, I'm going to lose a guy. I'm probably going to not be going anymore. I'm going to lose the initiative. So I'm going to try and just keep succeeding on an 8+. So we're going to have Johnson make a roll to try and get an action on 8+. He's going to fail, so you get a reaction dice. I get no actions. And you can either do an action with somebody, or you can try and seize the initiative.
I can just try and seize the initiative.
Yeah, you might as well. So you're at +8 right now.
So I need an 8.
You need an 8+ to try and seize the initiative. And you do. So that what happens is I clear all my stress markers, and it goes over to Owen, and he now has the initiative to try and start activating people. Major's going to act. He's going to do 3 dice. She's a hero.
5s,
So on
yep.
5s, yeah. So you get 1, 2, 3. So I get no reaction dice, and you can choose 3 actions to do.
She's going to run
To the edge.
to get to the edge.
Yep.
She's going to climb, just to climb down the building here.
So you can climb 2 per action.
Yeah, basically climb skill is a move.
I'll walk up and down walls or something you
Yeah.
can climb, yeah.
And then she is going to just sprint across the street here,
So sprinting, going 6.
just up to the wall.
There she is. There's her first activation done. With no reaction dice, I get nothing to do back. 3 stress on her, and she'll be now activating on 8s if she wants to do any actions.
We're going to try and give her 2 actions.
Okay, on 8s. So you
get
get 1,
and
fail 1. So I can do something first. I'm going to do an action dice on Isaac.
Yep.
And he gets a 10+, but he's +3 because he's a hero. So on a 5+.
7+. But you got it.
I got it, yeah. And he's going to do a run. And he'll run this way. 6. do gain stress when you do reactions as well. So I'm going to start the turn with stress on Isaac. Because I don't dump mine when I gain the initiative off you.
She is going to do a sneak action because she's in contact with terrain.
Yeah, move out
So
2.
she'll be hidden now.
That's right. So if I even had an action, if I could have seen her during my reaction, I wouldn't be able to target her without doing a spot action first because I don't know where she is.
And that'll now apply until she does something to reveal herself.
Yeah, well, until she doesn't sneak again, basically, yeah. So I'll use this little green sheet here to mark that she's sneaking. It's an uncommon effect, so we don't forget. She's going to try and go again. Now she's at +4.
Yep.
Yep. So
+4 -3, so basically +1.
+1, there you go. So
she's
difficulty
on
goes to
9s.
9s. Oh, so I get 3 reaction dice. Now, unfortunately, I can't do anything to her.
You can spot.
Well, no, until I spot her. So I'll do an action with Hammond to try and spot her. So I've got 1 dice just to do the action, and I've got 3 here potentially to do it with. So the first one on a 10+, Hammond's going to try and do something. If he does successfully, so he's actually with a crit going to gain +2 to the roll.
Yep.
And he'll try and spot you. So now the spot check is normally a target number 10. I'm -2 because of the fact you're wearing a stealth suit.
And then -1 because the stealth suit confers stealth.
Because it confers stealth. So -3 overall. You're in cover. Does that do anything?
It doesn't. It just says visibility modifiers as permission. Because I know there's certain missions that are like, it's dark out.
It's raining. It's nighttime, whatever. Yeah. So I'm -3 +2 though because I got a critical success. So it's an 11+ to try and spot you.
Yeah.
11+. I get it. So you're spotted. And I'll gain a, stress. I've got 2 reaction dice left. I'm going to have Isaac try and run again.
No, he's on a...
He's on a plus, he's got 1 stress on him, so he's only +2 basically.
So he needs an 8.
So he needs an 8. He gets it. He's going to sprint again. 10.
6.
Or sorry, 6. What am I doing? Over to here. Run away. Last action dice. Now that I've spotted you, I'm going to have Hammond try and shoot you. So it's target number 10 to activate. 11 now because I have a stress marker on me. And I fail. So I'll lose that last reaction dice and nothing. I'm just going to go.
He needs 8s. 1 and 1.
1 and 1, okay.
To go.
So I'm going to have Hammond try and go. No, I'm actually not going to have Hammond try and go. I'm going to have the Johnson over here try and go. And he needs to roll a 10+ because he is unstressed to get a reaction. He passes. He's going to sprint just to try and get up the table a little bit. And run over here. And he'll gain a stress. All right, over to you.
I did get my 1 action, though.
That's
so
right.
He's going to do a run.
Okay.
Now,
so
he normally runs
4,
4, but he goes 6 because he's fast 2.
Okay.
So 2, and then 4 more.
And there
runs
he
up along the
is.
ledge.
Yep. Looking for 9s now for the Chief.
Big roll.
I get 1, and I get 2. So I'm going to have Hammond try and activate twice. He's going to activate. So 10+ for 2 actions.
11+.
11+, sorry, I get them both. So the first one, we are going to shoot at you. So the shoot action is, he's got an SMG, which gives him automatic fire. He gets -1 for cover. It's not short ranged, but short range is actually within 8 inches, which I think we're in anyway. We're just at 8 inches. But you don't actually get to the full penalty until you hit 10 inches. So I will be, when we look at the range count modifiers here, I'm not short range weapon, so it's not every 2 inches, it's just -1 for being at long range. So -1 hit for long range. I normally need a target number of 10. -1 because you're in cover. So where is it?
Low wall, corner building, -2 actually.
There you go, so -2, so -3 over. SMG is automatic fire, so I can get 2 shots here by
getting an additional -2.
Get additional -2, and that'll mean 15s instead of 13s. Now I am a marksman, which gives me a +1. So I'm at -3, -2 because of marksman, and then -2 again, -4 because of automatic. So we're gonna try and do it 14s. Yeah, let's just do it. 2 shots on 14s. I'm gonna get 1, fail 1, so 1 misses and 1 hits. Next up, we have to see where I actually hit him, because I'm not doing what's called a called shot. I can make the difficulty worse and actually aim for a body part, but I'm not gonna do that. Or I didn't do that. So I roll a dice. The dice roll succeeded by 2, and that means I automatically hit you in the torso. You roll the damage results. So the damage on my SMG is 4. You've got 7 for your armor.
Yeah.
So now you're at +3 to your roll. Do you have any levels of tough?
I do not.
No, you're not wounded. You do have hard to kill though.
So it's I get another
so +4 overall, and it's not a critical. So +4 overall. Oh, so 7. That's actually a pretty good hit because low is bad for you in this case. And a 7 means a pin, wounds, and serious damage. Now, when you look to the torso, serious means he's knocked down. It's an additional pin, a light wound, and he's knocked over. An action to stand up. So my second action, I'm going to just move back 4 because I don't really want to get shot again. I don't want to go near the major. 3 stress overall. Your 1 success, you're going to stand up.
Chief's going to use his 1 success to stand up, and we're going to use one of our hard to kill tokens to just take the wound off.
Take the wound off, makes sense.
Because I get 3 per game, essentially.
Yeah, you got 2 left. 5 stress markers out right now, which means I could seize. Sorry, 6. That's right. Which means I could successfully seize on a 10.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
I'm going to try and give the major 2 actions.
Okay, cool. So she's at
9s.
9s right now. Whoa,
Crit fail and a fail.
Oh, geez. Okay. Then we're going to have crit fail. I get +2 to my roll.
To try and react. Yep.
Try and react. So I'm going to have Kendra do that.
On an 8.
On an 8 goes to a... Yeah, that's right. 10 goes to 8. And we'll fail, so she doesn't get anything. And then we'll have Kendra go again, I guess.
Match fails.
And that fails too.
10s.
Do it, Chief, on 10s. Crit. And 1 for me.
And 1 fail. So you do your failure first, or that one first. Right?
I will do that one first, that's right. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, try and HMG, or SMG you again. So I'll be -1 for range, because I'm over 8 here. And then -2 for your cover, which is -3. +1 for marksman. And I think that's it. Team to activate with Hammond. Nope, he's going to fail, so no actions for you, and you get 1 action. Sorry, no action for me, and then 1 action for you.
I'm going to try and get the additional free dice for my crit.
Cool.
So I need another 10.
10, you got it. You do. So you have 2 dice now?
So I'm going to sprint for 8.
Okay, you can't go over difficult terrain, so you couldn't go over this when you sprint.
Okay, then I'll run for
6.
8. Or 6,
that's right, yeah.
So run for 6, and then I'm just going to move into you for 4.
Sounds good. You're base to base. And so that puts you at 4 and 2 pin markers.
Yep.
Right, activate him, okay?
I need a 12.
Nope. So I guess I'll try to activate Hammond and have him kill you. So I'm at +3 to the difficulty, so it's a 13 plus. Got it. I'm gonna make a melee attack against you, and you can actually use one-handed weapons in melee, which an SMG is. So you, don't think of melee as just swinging swords and fists. You can use all of your short range stuff, sort of like in 40k where you use pistols in close combat. So I have basically a 10 to hit in melee, and then you got lots of modifiers as well. I have no levels of Weapon Master, which would allow me to get bonuses to using my my SMG in combat. You do have Weapon Master though, which is going to make it harder for me. So I do get bonuses for the pin markers though. So it's +2 for +2 for the 2 pin markers, and then -2 for your level of Weapon Master. So it's just on a straight 10 plus. I'll hit you. I get 18, so a level of success of 8, and that's going to mean I can choose to hit you in the torso, arm, leg, or head. I'm hitting you in the head. You're unfortunately very well armored there. Your armor 7. So I'm damage 4 minus the armor of 7. So you're
my hard to kill.
And you're hard to kill, so 8. You're +4 to the roll.
Yeah.
Don't roll low. 10. So 10 total, and that's going to be to the head. Pin a light damage to the head, which is knocked prone, and pass a target number 5 endure roll or go to action. You might pass out. Oh no! Crit fails, and he goes unconscious. He's out of action. I literally just rifle butt him in the head. No matter if it gets through your helmet or not, being shot in the head, no matter what, can just make you black out. And so you have blacked out. Pass back too if you want, or you could have Kusanagi go ham. Sorry, the Major go ham.
I'm going to have my Dr. Bot.
Dr. Bot go? Sure, sounds good.
Go get him, little guy, on 8s.
He crit fails once, so I get +2 to whatever the action is on that dice if I decide to do it. And then you get 2 as well. I'm going to have my... Oh, I don't want him. No, we're going to have Kendra go. And she's going to get +2. So she goes on an 8. 6, she's going to fail. He's fast too, but he's diminutive, so he nets out at 5 when he does runs. So you don't have to go in a straight line.
And 3.
There you go.
And then his second action, he's going to go another 5. Because he's a medic.
He is. He could get you up.
He's going to go help out the boss.
Well, you can only medic guys who are awake, because he's out of action. She's going to go.
She needs she needs 9s.
So 1 pass, 1 fail. Okay, I'm going to try and seize the initiative.
Yep.
Because you've got 6, 10, so I need a 6+ to do this. And I fail. Shoot him.
It's super long range.
It is.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to be ambidextrous and shoot both my guns.
Oh my god. So you're minus for that, you're minus for range, and you're minus for my cover. Let's see what we got here.
So we are 14 inches out. So it's 1, 2, 3. So -3 for the range.
Yep.
And then -4 because I'm shooting with both guns.
Yep. Are you going to do automatic?
And I will
So
not.
5, 6. Okay, so just 1 shot with the SMG then.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So it'd be 1 shot with the pistol, 1 shot with the machine gun.
Okay.
And they're at
Well, the pistol's short range, so it's even worse.
They're sorry. So actually, sorry, it's not as bad for the machine gun.
That's right, because it's at every 4 inches. Yeah.
The pistol would be -4.
So it'd be at -1, -2 for cover, -3 for ambidextrous. The pistol will be at -4. That's right.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, -3, -4 for cover,
-5 because
-5 for ambidextrous. Yeah. So -5 to -3.
Yeah, and then I have marksman 3 actually.
There you go.
So it's 0,
Zero.
and -2.
All right, because she's a good shot.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So with the rifle on a 0.
Yep.
Target number 10
Cranks it.
cranks it, and then target number 12 for the pistol cranks it.
All right. So the damage on the SMG is 4.
Yep.
And you succeeded by 0.
So it's torso.
So it's
hit.
going to be my torso automatically. I'm armor 3. So I'm at +1 to the roll, or sorry, -1 to the roll right now.
Yeah.
And I have a level of tough, so I'm at +1. So I'm at a 0 roll to the torso, so we have to roll high here. Hammond gets a 13 he succeeds by, which I think is just a pin. Nope, not quite. It's a pin and a light damage to the torso, which is an additional pin. So 2 pin.
Yep.
Ouch, ouch. And then your pistol.
Also damage 4.
Also damage 4, so straight dice again.
Same roll. It succeeded by
5.
3.
By 3, that's right, because it was
I think
difficulty.
It
That's
might be
right.
a torso again.
0 to 2 is a torso. Yep, so still the torso, so still straight dice. And it's a 6 this time, which is worse. So a pin, a wound, and a serious damage to my torso, which is I'm gonna get 2 more pins. I'm knocked prone. And
You take a wound for taking the 6.
a wound for the 6, that's right. Kusanagi gets an action for shooting me twice. Again, okay.
1 action for her. She is at a 10 now.
Okay.
Gets it.
Gets him again. Sounds good. Well, I'm prone right now. 12 for your machine gun, and a 14 for the pistol. So
Machine gun.
machine gun misses, and
Pistol.
pistol
Misses.
Okay. Going, Major. You're
Try
heroing.
again. Gets it.
Oh, man.
Shoots again, so it's going to be 12 for the
Same
machine
thing,
gun.
yep. Nope.
14.
Pistol. No, because you fail. I'm going.
There it
All
is.
right, so you're at
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13, so 3 plus. Oh, my God. You get to go again somehow.
She doesn't get a stress for that one because I failed.
Nope, you failed, yeah. Missed, and
I think that
14
is
for the
enough.
other one.
Oh, no, I'm.
Oh, to
this is me
activate.
activating, yes.
Right,
I
right,
think
yeah,
I have
sorry.
to activate because I'm +4, so I needed a 12.
Yep.
So I get it, so I'm going to shoot you. So machine gun on a 12. Gets it.
Oh.
Pistol on a 14. No.
Okay, so it's a 0 mod again. This is my torso.
Yep. I think you get penalized for being pro. No, not.
No, not unless I roll a bad result. But I roll a 15, which should be just a pin marker. 15 is a pin and a superficial damage to my torso, which is
On the next page.
on the next page. Destroy a small weapon,
Which is going to be your gun.
my SMG, so my SMG gets blown into my hands. Keep going if you want.
13.
Nope. All right, so now you're at...
You needed 2.
I need 2. I got it. All right, so I seize the initiative. So you scrape off everything but your pin markers. Although you can scrape these off because he's out of action, so it doesn't matter. Don't take anything off, though. So unfortunately, I'm all kinds of damage. Upside is, though, I can hopefully go and snag some more of these boxes while Kusanagi's not. We're going to have Johnson go. He's going to try and do 3 actions. He's on a 9+ right now, though, because he does have a single stress on him. And I get all 3. He's going to sprint 6. He's going to sprint 6 again. And his last one, he's going to flip it. So odds are bad, evens are good. Evens, so we got another loser's going to go. She's going to try and triple action on 8s. And she's going to get 2 of them, but you get a reaction.
The major's going to try and go.
Okay.
She
She
passes,
does.
And she is just going to sprint along the wall here.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay, so she gains stress.
Yep.
Kendra's going to sprint, so she's going to sprint 6 to here, and then she's going to sprint 6 again up to here. She's got 2 stress on her, and we'll have her go again. Actually, we're going to have Johnson go. He needs 12. We could have Johnson go, or we could have you go. We're going to have you go. We're going to have Mr. SMG go here. So he's got a 8+, because he's got no stress markers on him. Oh,
Boy, oh boy.
oh, bad.
Go major, go.
Go, Major, go.
So she would be a 10, goes to 11, but then minus
Hero,
3, so she
so
needs
8s. Yep.
So she's going to try and get the first one on an 8. Gets
Yep.
it. She's going to shoot this guy.
Makes sense. Back me, yep.
And then she's also going to ambidextrous.
Okay.
So she's going to be at 0 range. You're in the open.
Well, not 0 range. You're not within 2. She's not point blank yet. So, yeah,
No, that's
zero
actually a
mod.
negative to be at that. Yeah. So we're between 2 and 8. I have no modifiers outside of that. I'm marksman 3, so I cancel out my ambidexterity and the automatic.
So you're just straight dicing me on
so
10s.
10s, and then for the pistol, it's going to be on a 7.
Yep.
So machine gun on 10s, 1.
And then the other
pistol
one?
on a 7, another 1.
Okay, well, so these are important because we need to know the differences. So 10s is 0, so it's in my chest automatically.
And this is a success of 5.
Of 5. So you get to choose shooting me in the arm and shooting me in the chest. So the chest with the SMG.
Yep.
So it's 4. I'm vesting and tough, so it's a straight dice roll. I get a 12, 2 pins, and then
1 more damage roll.
1 more damage roll. So this is again
This is
0
arm.
mod. Oh, so my arm is 2, so it's a -1 to the roll.
Plus 2.
I'm good. All right. So I take a pin.
She's going to try and shoot you again.
Okay.
On now it'll be 9 to activate. Gets it. Same thing. Guns on 10s. 1, 2.
Oh, so 7 and 8.
And the pistol on a 7. Gets it on a 5.
The leg.
In the head.
Uh-oh.
And in the arm again.
Okay, so the leg, I'm armor 2, tough to 3, damage 4, so I'm -1.
Roll, yeah.
So 15.
1 pin and a superficial damage. So we're going to break your gun again.
Okay, so you drop my SMG. To my head, I'm 3, so I'm -1 again. So an 11.
That'll be a pin and light damage to the head.
Which is...
knocked prone, pass a toughness 5 endure, or go out of action.
All right, so I'm +1 to endure test because I'm tough.
Out of action.
That's a 5. No, it's a 5.
Oh, target number 5.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
I actually barely pass, but I am knocked prone.
Yep. And then another one to the leg.
Armor 2 as well, so -1 to my roll because of my tough. So 10 total, a pin and a light damage. -1 movement to my next move. One more activation.
Needing a 10.
Okay.
Gets it.
Gets it.
Machine guns.
Oh,
So these are harder to hit you now because you're prone.
I'm prone, -1,
So
that's right.
The machine guns are going to be on 11s. One
So
hit.
one
and
hit
then
by a
the pistol
7.
on an 8.
and misses.
Misses. So 1 hit by a 7, which I don't think can hit you in the head. So I will shoot you in probably the torso.
Okay. So armor 3, 4, so I'm at 0 overall. I'm not wounded yet.
Wait,
so
sorry.
Torso, the one where if I'm knocked prone though, I might go to action.
My turn.
0 dice, or 0 mod, a 9, which is a
-1
pin,
mod.
a wound, and serious
So it's
damage.
an 8.
No, I'm 3 in the torso. So plus tough is 4.
Oh, that's right.
So
Yeah.
it's 0 roll. So yeah, so serious, 9 is a pin, a wound, and serious damage. So I take an additional wound because I'm already prone, so I'm 3 wounds now. Sorry, 2 wounds now, and 2 more pins. Shoot me on the ground here. 2 wounds, I'm at 7 pins now, so I'm just gonna use a dice to mark that. All right, so I'm just gonna give up the initiative now. Oh, do I wanna do that though? I really don't, because I really want someone to be able to see you. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with him. He's gonna try and do 2 actions on 8s. I need to not double fail again, otherwise I'm dead. I pass both. Okay, so we're gonna sprint twice. I just need to be able to see the major here for hopefully having her flub some rolls. So 6, and then 6 again, and hang it in cover. Sprint plus a run, because I can turn during a run. All right, so we're gonna drop the rest of our counters here.
Yep.
And that's gonna put us at handing over activation to you. You could have easily grabbed activation, but it was definitely better for you to just pound on that guy. You're gonna go. Do what you gotta do.
2 activations on 8s. 1, 2.
Okay. So you got 2 successes.
Yep, I actually needed 9s because I had 4 on me.
That's right, yeah.
And then I'm just going to open up with my guns.
Okay, shoots me good.
Do I want to aim at a body part, though?
Just shoot me in the torso, and if I'm already prone, you can critical me, I go out of action automatically. 11's for the machine gun because I'm prone. So a crit success and a failure.
And then a 8 for the pistol.
Okay.
And another success by 7.
Okay, so the crit can just be in any location you want. Might as well just hit me in the head.
The crit is for damage, but then I get to pick.
No, but you succeeded by 8, which
I
means
will shoot you in the head.
Okay, so I'm in the head, and then the other one's succeeding by 3.
By 7, actually, because it is.
Oh, it was on an 8. That's right. It was the one that was easier.
And it's going to shoot you just in the torso.
Okay, cool. So the crit also gets +2 damage, which means that I am at your damage
2 more because
6.
you're wounded.
Yeah, so 6, 7, 8 because I'm wounded. And then I have tough and armor in the head of 3, so -4. So I'm -8 plus 4, so -4 overall. So let's see what I get.
Dead.
Crit fail. I'm just out of action. Yep. No bueno. So we drop the box. Spray this other guy. Sounds good. So you're at. You've taken. That was your first action.
Oh,
this is your second action. Yeah.
This is the second one.
So put a pin down because you're at 5 pins now. Or sorry, 5 stresses.
Yep.
And then you shoot me again. So now it's a different range, and I'm in cover.
This will be the 6th action.
Got it.
In total. So she's shooting you. The rifle will be at 1/-1, and the pistol will be at -2.
Okay. And then -1 again for cover, so...
-2 for the pistol, or -3 for the pistol, -2 for the rifle.
So you're +1 for the rifle overall because you're marksman, and -1 for your pistol overall because you're...
0. My marksman 3.
That's right, so yeah.
So I'm just no mod so far. I could add additional 2. Oh no, -1 for ambidextrous.
That's right, yeah, -1 for... That's what I was thinking.
That's it. So 11 for the pistol, 12 for the machine gun. Or sorry, 12 for the pistol, 11 for the machine gun.
And if you want to rapid fire, you're at 12 for the machine gun as well.
14.
That's that. No, it's only
13,
-2. That's
for the
right. Yeah.
13. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So 13 for the machine gun.
2 machine gun shots because you get -2 again for the auto fire.
13s.
So pass fail. So 1 hit and the
11.
pistol misses. Crit misses. Oh, crit
that's
misses.
relevant.
That's relevant because I think you have to roll. You might be able to damage roll though. So you rolled a 19 and you needed a 14. So difference of 5. So you can choose to hit me
in the arm.
In the arm, okay.
You know, shoot you in the torso. You'll roll bad.
Okay, so torso is my Kevlar vest. So 3. I'm tough to 4. So again, it's
Zero
damage
mod.
4, so 0 mod. I get a 10, so that's a pin and a light damage. 2 pins.
And then my pistol, critical failure.
15 is out of ammo. 16 plus. Oh, it's malfunctioned. So she's overheated her gun. The energy cell's gone on it, and she has to make a tech roll to try and fix it, or it won't work again.
Or she can have her little friend try and fix it.
Yeah, that's true.
Suitcase bots. That's what
Suitcase box. Fix my gun. How it's gonna go?
We're gonna try and give him 2 on
Okay.
8s.
On 8s.
Pass.
Pass,
Crit.
pass. Yep. So you get +2 to a roll.
We're just actually gonna try and get another free roll,
Okay.
and I fail.
Fail.
But
So
that doesn't.
it does not give me a dice. That's
because
right.
it was a crit reason.
It does
And
not
he's
give up a
basically
reaction
just
dice.
gonna move or run and then climb down.
And then climb 2. And he's got 2 stress. This little guy's gonna go.
Give him on 8s.
Ooh, fail. Okay, so I have 2 reaction dice.
I do have 8 out right now.
You do have 8
flip
right
it
now.
on an 8.
I could easily do that, yes. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give him 2 and try and run up and grab that loot.
Go 10s.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to give Kendra 2 on 10s.
Okay.
And she passes 1, fails 1, so she's going to sprint again and gain a stress. And she'll sprint over here. So he failed twice, and he's got 2 stress on him. I meant she has 2 stress on her.
Here's 1 because you failed the other one.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. Whoop. Over to
The other
you.
guy's gonna try again.
Do it again?
though. Yeah, we'll go
8s.
3. Why not? 8s.
On 8s.
Gets 2 and a crit.
Gets 2 and a
So you get your 1.
I get 1 first. We will have Kendra. Do you want to shoot that guy?
He doesn't hurt nobody.
We could have you shoot that guy though. No, you're gonna run again. So she's on an 11 plus now. She does. So she'll sprint, and she'll sprint over to here.
He's just gonna run 5.
Okay.
He's gonna hop over to your prone guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna claw you.
Sounds good. +8 to your roll here effectively, so you need 2+ to try and melee me because I've got a wound, prone for -2, and 5 pin markers. Hammond's not feeling so good. And you crit me. It's an 18. So you can hit me in the face for sure. And what's your damage? Damage 1. Light combat dress gives me an armor of 3, 4 for tough. So I'm at +3 my roll, but -1 for the wound
And
here.
then -2 more because it's a crit. It's just
And then
zero.
-2, so it's a 0 mod here. So zero dice to the head. I roll 9. That's going to be a pin, a wound, and serious damage to the head. I have to make a TN. I'm already knocked prone. TN endurance roll or go out of action. Crit. So I'm okay. I'm so pinned with him, it's not even funny.
And you'll get two
you'll
little
get 2
exhausts.
2 exhausts. Yeah.
Yep.
Go again.
He needs a 10.
Okay.
He does. He's
my
gonna
God.
try and claw you in the face again.
Okay. 2 plus.
It's 1 plus
1
basically
plus, yeah.
now.
One's always
He
fit.
does. He's gonna try and claw your face. You're +3 though, so you just no, you're not.
I'm a 0
That's
mod,
worse.
so 16. So it's just a pin. Just another pin marker from that, and that's it. Going.
Fight bot, get him.
Fight bot. Nope.
No.
So I guess I'll try and seize the initiative now. So
Yeah.
you're at 3. 4,
8,
5,
11.
11, so I need a 5+. And your stress. All right, we're gonna have Isaac go, and
Yep.
he's gonna try and kill you. Here we go. We're gonna have Isaac go. He's at +3, so we're gonna do 3 actions on 5. Blam! We get 3. So we're just going to run in, whoop, and then stab you. 2 actions left. So I'll melee you.
Yep.
I'm a weapon master +2. You're diminutive, which I think also gives me a bonus. +2 for weapon master. Okay, so there's no other mods there. So 10 goes to 12, or sorry, goes to 8. I do succeed by 7. So I can choose to hit you in the torso because you're basically the same armor all around. And your armor 3. I'm damage 4, so +1. Or -1. So you get a pin. Now, the second action, it's slightly easier to hit you because you're pinned. So instead of being on an 8+, on a 7+. And I miss. He's going to go again. Now he's on an 8. And he's going to try and do 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we'll try and punch again.
Sure.
So let's do. It's your pinned 1. So 7s. Hits you. Difference of 3. I guess I hit you in the torso.
Yep, torso.
No, it has to be 4 for torso.
It's always torso. It's torso or better.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it'll be in the torso. So you're -1. 3. Wounded, pinned, and critically damaged to the torso, which is an additional pin. Knocked prone, and you're staggered. So you're at a wound, 3 pins, and you're prone now. So I'm plus. I almost hit you automatically. I'm at plus. Yeah, I think a 1 only here fails.
Yeah.
So I'm +4 for your pins and wounds, and then +2 for Weapon Master. So I'm plus.
6. No, yeah, you need 4.
No, I'm +8 because of my Weapon Master.
Oh, prone. That's
which
right.
Is a 2.
Yeah. Gets it.
Gets it. So difference of to the head, and you're minus for your. Oh,
takes a pin.
You're fine. Take a pin. And then I'll do it one more time. So you're pinned again.
You bopped him.
I bopped him. Yeah.
To the
difference
head.
of 1 to the head. No, it'd be the chest, and you crit succeed.
Another pin.
Last one.
No.
I got 3 successes.
Because you've hit me twice while I'm on the ground. 1 to knock me down. Past good. Past good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was the 3.
That was the 3. So he's done. So I guess we'll do
20s all day.
Jeez Louise. I guess we activate Hammond now, and he needs an 8+. Activate him twice.
Okay.
1 8. 1 in a fail, so you can do an action.
I'm gonna try and steal the initiative.
Okay, so you're at +6, 7, 8, 8 total.
And I'm gonna add the 9, 10 for your fail. So I need a 6.
You got it. My stress. She's gonna go. She needs 5s.
Yep, going for 3. 1, 2.
1, 2. So I get a reaction dice. Oh my gosh. Well, you can't pick these up. Only I can.
Right.
And you've got 2 successes here, and I've got 1 good action. So we're going to have Kendra go on an 8, or a 10 rather, and she'll succeed. And she's gonna sprint somewhere where the major can't see her.
She's gonna run or sprint that way.
Yeah, she'll sprint this way.
Sure.
Right over here. 2 actions.
She's gonna spend the first one to just walk 6 or run sprint 6 rather. And then second action, she is gonna shoot. She's gonna ambidextery, and she's going to shoot 1 shot into the crate with her gun.
Oh, I forgot that explodes.
And 2 shots with the machine gun into your lady there.
We're doing great. This is gonna be hilarious.
So it was 1 to move and do that.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna put 1 on your guy because he ran.
Yep, go for it.
So against the crate, I'm 0 mods. Plus
You're +2 to hit the crate.
2, plus 3 for my marksman, -1 for ambidexterity. So I'm +4 overall.
And this is just your SMG because your pistol's out.
That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pistol's broken.
Yeah. So this will have to be automatic HM or SMG.
You can do one and one basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So you're -2 for the split fire,
I'm
or for the auto fire. Sorry.
Anymore. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I can't shoot.
You
Both
can't ambidextrous. So you're just the -2, and then +2 for the thing.
Great, and then +3 for marksman. So I need a 7 against the crate.
Miss. Crit. Oh, what happens?
And I'm just gonna do the other shot.
Yeah.
I assume they're simultaneous against your guy. Hits you.
Hits me by what?
I need a 9.
I've got cover.
I needed an 8.
Okay, so
sorry, I needed a 10.
You need a 10, so you'd be hitting
either
by
way,
9.
it's by 9.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna hit you in the head.
Okay, cool. And what happens to your gun?
And does my gun run out of
16
ammo?
plus. It's broken.
Nope, it's broken.
Both guns. Resolve the gunshot. You got a difference of 9 to the head. I'm 0 armor in the head.
So
damage 4.
-4
Tough. So -3 to my roll. I got a 13, so that's going to be 1 pin and a light damage. Blup! I'm not prone, and it's a target number 5 test, or I'm knocked out of action. I get +1 though because of my tough skill. I'm good.
Shot misses.
8. Oh, I didn't miss though. So.
And the line of sight from the shooter to the target. I missed the tank. Does that count?
No, because you can't. You don't get a double down. Try and hit it. You shot it directly.
Okay.
It's if it shoots someone else and misses within 2 inches, you might hit the tank. So there's no chance of the second shot because he shot me in the head, hitting the tank. So you got more actions you can do now.
We're gonna try and have Little Bot go.
Okay.
On 8s.
Come fix your gun.
Fix all my guns. It's 2, but a crit fail.
You crit fail 1. So I'm gonna have Kendra try and activate.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna have him try and activate on a 10. I do, and he'll sprint, and it won't cost me any stress because it's a crit. So I'm gonna head over there. Whoop. And touch the box. Sprint 7. Along a straight line. Yep.
Just off to the side.
Got it.
Button. And then the second one, he'll just move towards her.
Yeah, walk into space. Got 2 on you.
He's gonna try and go again on a 10.
10.
50-50. Doesn't.
You do it.
He's going to try and fix our machine gun.
All right, so you fix the machine gun. It's a tech roll.
Tech 10, target number 10 rather, and then he's tech level
I like
1.
that she literally just hands it to him and is like, "Little robot, fix this."
So he needs a 9. He does.
So
our
your machine gun works again, but he gets a stress.
Yeah.
Again,
Major's going to go. We're going to give her 2 on...
because you're +1, so you need 7s, that's right. Crit fail and a crit succeed.
Okay.
The crit fail goes first. I will have... Oh, who wants to go? So crit fail, I don't cause any stress to this action, so I'm going to have him pick up this box.
Yeah.
On 10 plus, though, because I have to actually do it.
No. Oh,
I
you
just have
get
to roll.
succeed.
Yeah, and I got it.
7?
Going for free action.
I do. So I'm going to have 2 with the major.
Okay, so she gets 2 actions.
She's going to sprint up to you,
So she sprints 6.
and then she's going to handcuff you to the box.
Okay. Can you...
There's not a roll because you're prone.
Okay.
It just automatically
It automatically
handcuffs
happens,
you.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
These are your energy shackles.
These are my electromag shackles.
And they work automatically on someone who's prone, or you can do them on people that have stress and pin markers. But
Yeah.
I'm prone, so you just walk over and handcuff me, basically.
Yeah. And I can either handcuff you and drag you along, or I can handcuff you to a terrain piece.
So you're handcuffing me to an exploding crate. Might as well.
Yep. And basically, in order to get away from those, the only thing you can't do anything. You're stuck there because your hands are tied. And then you can do a toughness or target number 17 tech roll, or a target number 14 on 2 dice complex tech.
Okay. Tech rolls try and get out, or someone else can try and smash it off, and you get 2 more
Stress.
stress.
One over there. We're going to try and go with the major again.
'Kay.
On 9s. Bam, bam.
Pass.
She is going to... I'd like to kill Isaac.
You'd like to do that. That's nice.
Doesn't mean it will happen.
That's true.
She's going to sprint up 6. Oop, to there.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry. She's going to go this way. Forget it.
Okay.
Leave those guys. They'll be fine.
Okay.
And then she's going to go another 4 just to the corner here.
Looks good. It's 6, so she's activating on 11s now.
Yep. We're going to 1 dice activate the major.
Okay.
11.
11? Nope. All right, so it's... you've got how many on you now?
8 right now.
8 right now, so an 8 plus I can seize the initiative. I'm going to try and seize the initiative. I do, with 9. We are going to have Chen go. He's going to try and activate 3 times.
Go 8s.
Going on 8s. Pass, fail, fail. So you get 2 actions, and I get to go.
Major's going to try and react to that.
Sounds
on,
good.
7s.
Okay.
Twice. 1 crit,
Fail,
1
and
fail.
1 crit. Yep. You roll for the extra dice if you want, or you get +2.
She's going to take +2
Okay.
and shoot you with her machine gun.
Go for it.
Double tapping you.
So
I'm
+2, -2.
+3
Yep.
for my marksman, so I'm basically shooting you on 7s.
Okay.
1-1.
1-1.
Within 3 is torso.
Okay, so torso. So
Damage
armor
4.
3, damage 4. Tough, so 0 rolls. So first one,
Not
12. I think it's a pin and a light damage. Second one, 4.
That's
Oh,
less good.
pin, wound, critical damage. On any dice roll, because I'm staggered, on a 1 to roll, or 1 to 4, I will just pass out.
Unless it's
So-
a target number first aid on 10
Okay.
to get rid of it.
Okay, so I'm down. I will use my action of success to stand up. Whoop.
And then you also took 2
2 pins. Yeah, 3 pins and a light wound. He's going to try and go again.
That was him standing up. That's
Yeah,
right.
it was just him standing up. So I have 9 pluses now.
If you roll a 1 to a 4, he passes out.
I crit success, and he passes out. Drop sleep. And I guess we drop this, because I lose my action, because I passed out. So I guess we'll go with Isaac. He's going to go. He's just going to...
My little robot's still technically alive right now.
Yep. He's going to try and activate. 5 plus.
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam. Crit. I'm going to go for the extra action. I get it.
4 actions.
So 4 actions. All right, we're going to melee the robot. You're pinned, you're wounded, and I'm a melee
need 2s.
guy. I need 2s.
Does
I do. So I hit you.
success of 6 to the
Oh, it's
anything
in the
but
chest. Yep. Oh, sorry, you rolled.
Yeah.
I hit you.
-2.
Yep.
So it's 14 to the body, or yeah, because wounded.
-2 wounded, and then the
I'm minus
laser.
3.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
I think it's just a pin and
14 is
a
a
light
light
damage.
damage.
More pins. He's at 6 pins now.
Yeah. So you're still on.
2s.
Gets him again.
Yep.
He's dead.
Dead. 2 actions left, so we're gonna run 12 plus 4 over to here.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty good engineer, isn't he?
Yep. Have Isaac go again. He's at 9s now. Chris succeeds with everything.
Yeah.
So he's gonna move, or sorry, he's gonna sprint into base space with this box
Yep.
and see what it is.
Is it good?
Evens? Nope, it's nothing. And then he's gonna start wailing on the major. So that was 1 for that. Shoot, so we're in close range, so 0 mod. You're not in cover.
I am hard to hit though, so -1.
-1. So I need a 10 normally, goes to an 11. Let's see if I hit you. Laser gun. Miss. Isaac's gonna go again. He's at hero +3, -7. So I need 12s. I get 2, fail with 1, so you get to go first.
Major's gonna try and swap the initiative.
Okay.
Because I'm at +8.
Yep.
So I need an 8. Yes.
You do. It's all yours.
So your
Major's gonna go.
6s.
Yep, needs 6s because she's got some stress on her. Crit fail, so I get 2 actions.
1 crit fail and a fail. Yeah.
And a fail, sorry. I'm gonna roll for the additional action on Isaac to see if I can get it. So that's 3 actions total on 10s.
Yep.
Sorry, on 7s because he's a hero.
Yep.
I'm gonna get 1. It goes first. I'll laser gun you again.
Sure.
No. Actually, I'm gonna sprint.
Or just run around the corner. Or
I'm gonna sprint over to
remember you can't turn
this way. I know.
Yeah.
Sprint over. Oh no, because that could explode.
So can
No, I know everything can explode. Everything can explode. I'm gonna run to melee with you.
Don't do that.
Yeah, let's fight in melee.
Okay.
Try and melee me?
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna use my submachine gun because it's a one-handed weapon. Now I'm not so great at this because my weapon or my marksman doesn't work in melee.
That's right.
So 1 to do this, and then.
And so that was 1 for me to sprint into melee with you.
That's true. And so I'm gonna try and shoot you. I'm gonna be -2 to my roll because you have martial arts and I do not.
That's right.
And then minus another 2 because I'm gonna try and shoot you twice. So I need 14s.
So you attack me twice. You need 14s. Oh no, you can't automatic in melee. You're not ambidextrous.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
It's your ambidextrous you could do, but you don't have 2 guns.
Broken.
That's right, pistol's broken.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be on -3 then. 13.
Okay. 13. Missed. Keep going.
We're gonna have Clawbot go.
Okay.
We're gonna try and give him 2 on 8s.
Crit fail.
Crit fails and successes.
I'm gonna punch you.
You're gonna try and activate.
Yep. On a, I've got 2 on me.
1 on you.
1 on me. Okay, so it's it's 10 normally. 8 because of my hero. I get it. So I'll melee the major.
Sure.
She is. I don't think anything. The stealth suit doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
it's
difficult
just
targets only
That's
for
right.
shooting.
So I am weapon master for 2. You're not pinned or anything.
Nope.
So I need an 8+. I get an 8. 0 mods. I hit you in the chest. 2 damage 4. So you get -2 to your roll. So 8. That's going to be a pin, a wound, and a serious damage to the chest. Wounded again, and she's knocked prone. 2 pins, a wound, and is prone. Little Bucket's doing action. Gonna come melee me.
He's just gonna join the fight.
Okay. She's gonna go on
She
2.
needs 7s. She has 2 on her right now.
That's right.
Gets both.
Gets
We're gonna
both.
try and get a
Crit.
3rd one.
Okay.
No, but you don't get 1 for that one.
That's
it's
right.
For the crit. So she's gonna spend 1 to stand up,
Okay.
and then the other one she's gonna try and shoot you with her machine gun point
Melee
blank.
me again. So -2 for my weapon master.
2. I do have a friend though. So
You do have a friend
you're
now, yep.
outnumbered, which is a modifier.
Additional 1. 12 to hit.
Gets
hits.
it by 5.
So I think that's probably arm and leg or torso.
Torso or arm.
Torso or arm.
I will try and hit you in the arm.
Drop my armor. Yeah, okay. So I'm armor 1, damage 4.
Yeah.
So tough for another 2. So or
Minus
tough for
2.
1. So -2 overall. Isaac gets a 8.
Which will be 1 pin, wound, and serious damage to the arm.
Okay.
Which will be arm weapon dropped and arm permanently crippled.
Okay, so permanently crippled arm. My weapon's been dropped. And
so
that's
all
it.
of your objects are dropped.
We're not really sure if it's you drop everything or you drop one thing. So otherwise I would drop my box, I would drop my laser, I'd drop the whole 9 yards.
Because I think, well, everything in this game so far has been attacker decides when it comes to resolving these.
Yep.
So I basically assume that you have your pistol in one hand, or your machine gun in one hand, and your item in the other.
Yep.
So I'm going to make you drop your weapon.
Okay, so we'll play some marker and base to base with me. I'll have to spend an action to pick it up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you did take 1 wound and a pin for that. So I'll give you a little pin.
There's no wound. Wound, serious damage. You actually don't, they're called tokens when you're carrying the items, so I can't drop the items, I just drop my gun.
Yeah. We're going to try and do the major twice again.
Sure.
So she's going to be on 9s now.
Okay.
She has 4 on.
Yeah. Alright, Isaac's gonna melee you.
Okay.
He's at +3 -1.
You
I have 1 stress on me, so I need 8s.
Yes.
So 2 on 8s. Crit pass and fail.
Or just fail.
Fail, sorry. So the crit pass, I'll use my +2 to hit.
All right, so you're unarmed attacking now because you have
Yep.
no weapon in your hand. So let's look at.
Or I can just pick up my gun.
Or you can pick up your gun.
I'm just gonna pick up my gun. My offhand.
Yeah.
So that comes off.
And he'll get 1 more
One more stress. She's gonna go again. She's got
9s.
4 on her, so she needs
9s.
9s. Yep. 6 will fail, so I'll try and activate and hit you. I'm at 2 actions and a hero, so I'm at +1, so I need a 9. I hit, so I'm going to go again. I'm using my weapon again, so Weapon Master for +2. You're wounded and pinned twice, so I'm +5, and I wounded once for -1, so I'm on +4.
And you're outnumbered by 1.
It matters when you're attacking. So +4 here, so I need a 6 to hit you. Crit!
And do +2 to damage.
I'll hit you in the head.
Yep.
Only +2 damage, so damage 6. What's your armor?
2.
So
-4 to my roll.
-4 to your roll. 15, so you'll take a stun. Destroy your SMG while that happens, because that's a superficial damage. So your gun is gone, and you take another pin.
Yep, and that's it.
I think that's it, because it's just 1 pin, superficial damage, or light damage, and that's it. Bought me on a 16, you might as well try. Nope. Dr. Bot, you can try and claw me.
Gonna go twice on 9s. 10-4.
Okay, so you get 1. I'll activate and try and bop Kusanagi again. I do. So I'm at +2 for my Weapon Master, +3, 4, 5, 6.
Wounds don't count. 5.
Oh, that's right, 5. Okay, 5.
4.
4, 3 for
Your
my
wounds don't
wounds.
count.
Oh, my wounds don't count. Okay.
Yeah.
So just +4.
Yeah.
So I need a 6.
Well, I apologize. Your own wounds do count. Opposing wounds do not.
Okay, I missed.
Either way,
I missed no matter
forces.
what. It's a 10 to try and claw me.
Yeah. Does it? By
Okay.
3, that'll be to the torso.
Difference
I
of 3.
believe.
Yep. I'm armor 1. I'm wearing a spacesuit.
It's damage 1.
So straight dice. Tough.
you
Tough
are
gives
wounded.
me +1, and wounded is -1, so it's straight dice. 11 pinned again.
Yeah, little robot man's gonna go on 10s. Oh my god. You're so back and forth.
Try and seize the initiative. How many actions you got out?
5, 6, 7.
7. That's it. 19. He's gonna go. He's gonna do 3 actions. He's -2 for stress, +3 for hero, so he's gonna activate on 7s. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
He's now on 6s. First one hits. Difference of 3. So hit in the
torso.
chest. Yep. Damage 4.
Armor 2. -1 for a wound, so I'm basically -3 to this roll.
17. So it's a pin. So the second one hits you on a 5 because you're pinned again. Hits +1.
-3 is 3. She's out of action.
She's out of action.
Oh no, sorry. It's only on a 2 that.
No,
I'm
3 is you're knocked. It's super bad.
Super bad. Pin wound, critical damage, critical to the torso because you only rolled a 6.
Yep.
Would be 1 additional pin, knocked prone, and staggered.
Okay.
Which is the
A
horrible.
1 to 4, you're just dead. You want 2+ because
And she
you're
took
1,000 million pins.
just 1 wound.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
My weapon is out of ammo. It's broken. All right, so I'm gonna try and do 3 actions on Isaac again. I have 5 on
You
me.
need 10s now.
I need 10th. 1, 2, 3.
God.
All right, I'm gonna make a tech roll to fix my gun.
Yep.
Because I am tech 3. It's tech 10. Gets fixed. I'm gonna start swinging on the major again. 2+.
Does
Hit
it?
her in the head.
Yep.
you
I
got-
am -4 to my roll.
That's right.
3?
Three?
Same one again, but I'm dead because I'm already out of action.
You're already
I'm already
prone.
staggered,
That's
so
right.
out of action.
All right, next one I'm gonna hit the bot. Just martial arts against him. He's not unarmed because he's got claws, so it's gonna hit on 8s. So I'm gonna have Hammond go with 3 actions because it'll be the same thing if I do or I don't. He's on 8s right now, so you get an action with your bot.
Steal the initiative on
Okay.
an 8.
Do it.
No, on a 10.
Okay,
Yes.
you do.
Oh, we have
Get me, Robot.
Mr. Brobit.
He hits on 12s, and he activates on 8s.
8s. 1-1.
I get 1, so I'll melee you with Isaac at +3. That's a 6, so I fail. Don't get my action.
And he'll try and melee you. You have 3 pins.
I do.
So he is on 9s because you have martial arts.
Martial arts, that's right.
Yeah. So 9. Yeah.
Hits by 1,
the
so it's
claw,
gonna
the
hit me
body.
in the body. So I'm armor 1, you're strength 1, but I'm tough for 1, but I'm wounded for down for 1. So it's a straight dice roll. 9, and a wound and knocked prone. So I'm at 2 wounds, and I'm pinned and wounded. See what happens.
I'll cut you so bad.
I bet
wish
you
I
are.
didn't cut you so bad. Double action.
Double action.
He'll swing at you. So now he's on.
+6 because of my pins and my knock prones.
His prone is
-2.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're +6,
5, 6, 7.
but down
-2.
2, so
5.
4.
I need 5s.
5, sorry, I thought there was only 4 pin numbers
5.
in.
I'm gonna go for your face.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get +2.
Yep. So it's +2, -2.
Sorry, it's +5 damage. What's your armor?
I'm armor 1.
So it's -4 to your roll.
-4 to my roll. That's a 15. I think it's just a pin.
1 pin into superficial damage.
Okay.
So we're gonna break your gun.
Gun's broken again. Do it.
Gets it. 5. I don't think I can go
Torso
for your
or
face.
arm, probably. I only have one good arm.
Yeah, might as well go for your other arm.
Okay.
And then your armor 1.
One, yep.
So -2, 3, -2 to your roll.
0.
Dead.
Let action. He's out. He's got 3. The Suke pot's getting work done.
He's gonna try and go twice on 11s. Yeah. You get 1.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up with Hammond. Boop.
You have to roll
10
the
plus?
two.
Yeah, 10 plus. I do one.
He does. So the first one, he's gonna walk over to Kusanagi, and the second one, he's gonna pick her up.
Okay.
It's a heavy load, so he moves -1 when he's carrying her.
Doing great.
And he's got 5 on him. Bunch. Let's get them all while they're all penalized by the same amount. So 13s.
Fail, fail, fail. Okay.
Fail.
I will triple activate with Hammond.
Yep.
He gets 2.
Yep.
Fails 1.
Yeah, because you
You
do
get 12. Sorry, my first one's only going to be 5 because my leg was crippled, and this is my first walk activation after my...
You're,
Are you sure it's not this guy?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
6.
We just broke that guy's gun, so...
And then 6 again.
When the Clawbots were trying to...
Yeah, little man.
13s. 1.
So I
You
get
got
2. So I'm going to try and fix my
You have
SMG.
2 on you, though.
I do have 2 on me now, yep. So two actions.
3 on you, sorry. You stood up, and then you did 2.
That's right, yeah. I should have 3 on me. So I get 1. No, I get none.
6.
So you run 6. Place. Again.
Needing 14s. Got 1 crit.
I get 2 and you get a crit.
Yep.
So I'll try and do 2 actions with Hammond again.
Yep,
On
13s.
13s. Pass. One's a crit. So I'm going to try and fix my gun with the crit. So I get +2 to the roll.
So you need 8.
So I need an 8 here. I crit succeed, so my SMG's done. And I might as well shoot your robot. It's 2 for range.
And then -1 for little.
-1 for your little. -5 overall because I've got the multi-fire, or the automatic fire.
Or you're going to shoot double tap.
I'm going to double tap you, yep. So -5. I'm going to marksman 1, so 14s.
14.
So 14s twice. 1 hit in the torso, damage 4, armor 2.
Armor 3.
Armor 3, okay.
-1 to my roll. 4. Uh-oh. 1 wound, critical damage, and a pin.
Oh.
Critical to the torso.
I think you drop your load because you go prone.
Yeah, he's going to be prone staggered, an additional pin.
Oh, it's staggered. If he rolls a 1 to 4, he goes into action. Right, don't roll 1 to 4 to
I'm going
activate.
to just shrug the wound.
Yep.
So he's just got the extra pin on him.
You got it, yep. And you're still staggered.
And he has his action now. And he can't medic himself on the ground. So he has to just stand up with that action.
Okay.
And that's my 1 action.
Okay.
I'll use my crit to not make it stressful.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Go again.
We're going to give 1 dice, and we're going to try and activate it.
Okay, don't roll 1 to 4.
14.
Because you're staggered.
He does it, and he's going to die. He's going to... Oh, he can't medic himself.
No.
He can tech himself.
He can tech himself, yeah.
So he's going to try and repair himself on a 9.
Don't roll 1 to 4.
He does.
Okay, you're repaired. Put whatever circuits were sparking back into himself. Shove all the sparking bits back into your torso, little robot.
All right, 15s.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, I get to go twice.
And you have 1, 2 for fixing your gun and shooting me.
Yep.
15s.
I might as well,
have like 2,
I might as well
4,
just try and
6,
seize the
I have
initiative.
7 on me right now. You do.
I do. I'm gonna end my turn and have you start again because I just want to dump all this stress. Sorry, the crit 20 would have still hit you. Oh, that's the only thing I hit with actually. Was
That's
the crit
right,
20.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
doesn't even matter because I was -5 to hit you with these as well.
Yep.
So that shot that I got there had to basically be a 20 or I wouldn't have been able to hit. You get some? Do it. It's on 8s.
8s.
You drop Kusanagi, remember?
Well,
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So you get 2.
I get 2. I'm just gonna try and rally. So I'm gonna activate Hammonds. 10s. Fail. W.
He's
You
gonna
got 1.
7. Yeah.
Okay. Again. Yep.
Or try and go for 3 on 9s. Man, I
I'll
can't
take 3.
do this.
Okay. So on 10s. 1, 2.
2.
I'm gonna drop 2 pins.
Yep. So that is 2 though. 2 stress.
Yeah, 2 stress. That's fine.
And he's gonna try and go again on 9s. 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
and
3.
a crit.
Yep.
We're gonna try and get a free one out of this, or another one on 9. We don't. You don't
A
get.
7. And he's gonna walk into melee with me.
And then he's gonna hit you with his claws.
All right. 3 pins on me. Give you +3 to hit. So you need a 7.
Gotcha. To the torso.
Okay. I'm armor 3. You're damage 1, so I'm +2, and I'm tough for +3.
But then
2
-2 for
wounds.
your
Yeah.
plus
So
one.
+1. Oh, 5. I think you just killed me.
No, I think he torsoed you like you just torsoed the little robot.
Right. So I get another wound up to 3, and then another pin
Additional pin, knocked prone,
Yeah.
and staggered.
and staggered. So
the
now
1 to
I
4
will
is
activate
high.
on 1 to 4. 14.
Nope.
Nope.
Do you want to try and activate?
I guess I'll just seize the initiative. No, I can try and activate, actually.
You
I'll
can
just
seize the
stand up.
initiative, and it's not his roll.
So I'm at +2. I need 12 to seize the initiative. I roll 1 to 4. I'm dead. Nope. Don't do it, but I'm not dead. I go again with 13.
Yep.
Crit does it.
He's going to use that to claw you.
Okay, so
he
you're
claws
+2.
you.
I'm prone for you're
Actually,
+7.
no, it makes more sense to just buy an extra attack, potentially.
Yeah,
So he's
so.
going to try and steal another attack on another 13.
No.
No. But he gets 1, and then
You're
he
+7,
gets
so
3 to hit you.
3s.
Going for the
Hits.
face.
Oh! I think I'm out.
You're out.
I'm at -3. I'm at 4 total for armor and tough.
And then
-4, so 0, so I rolled a 7. Toughness 10 endure, or I go to action. I'm fine.
And you're at 4 wounds.
Ugh. Oh, guy, keep going.
He's at 14s now to activate.
Yep.
Just 1 dice. Just get a 14.
You can do it.
Does. Claws you in the face.
Do it. 3s.
Claws you in the face.
Oh, man. So
You're -1 now.
18. Just a pin. Again, keep
15.
pinning them. Yep.
Nope.
Nope. I'll try and activate. A lot.
You didn't
Nope.
bleed to death, but you didn't activate.
Didn't activate.
He doesn't get one for failing that one, but he did. It was from the previous one. So he needs a 15 again. Carry on.
I'm just trying to steal the initiative. Nope.
Go again. 15. Nope. Steal the initiative.
Yep. Yeah, this time. So, Hammond, if you roll 1 to 4 on any of these dice, you're dead. You're going to get up and try and kill this bot.
Dead.
You're dead. That's game. Because she's handcuffed. What's going to happen at the end of the game is the medic bot, because he's still alive, is going to have to walk around to all of your dead guys and stabilize them. There's no penalty. You can't kill guys through medic tests. You just add wounds. You make it worse. So effectively, you have unlimited rolls right now because Kendra can't do anything because she's handcuffed to a post.
Yeah.
So because they're all going to be stabilized at the end of the game, you'll automatically be returned and be fined. You've won the game because you got 3 XP for every person you put out of action, which gives you a total of 12. Kendra being handcuffed means she's captured by the Star Cops instead.
So that actually, also, according to the handcuffs, I could just maul her to death.
Okay, so you can just walk over and maul her to death? Great.
While he was done medicing, they went, go kill her.
So they killed Kendra as well while she was in custody because these are the best Star Cops on Earth. So you're going to get 15 experience for that. Yeah. No more than half can be given to one single person at the end of this game. I'm a party wipe because none of my guys were stabilized by a medic and I lost the game. Everyone's just dead. So if I carried guys off, yay, but like other than that I earned no experience because I only earned experience this mission for getting the valuables off the table, and even if I had earned experience it wouldn't matter because when your guys get cloned and brought back to the battlefield they lose all the XP they've earned. So there isn't really any downside to losing your missions in a campaign except you lose everything you've earned. So you wouldn't really fight to the last man normally once you've earned some XP because you don't want to lose them during the game. So you're able to upgrade each guy with up to half of the XP that you earn during each game. So the Major bought a second SMG. She's going to discard her pistol, which she'll get back if she ever goes reset back to her starting value. And then gain a level of Weapon Master. So she's not quite so vulnerable to being clubbed anymore.
Yep.
Then you bought a level of Fast on each of the medic bots. Just to make
just one on him and one on this medic.
And one on that medic. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the medic bots are no longer exactly the same, but they're both Fast 3.
And so there it was, our first game of Rogue Stars. We were just talking off camera a little bit about strategies in the game. And now, obviously, it's our first game, so we kind of just went to the death, which is, habit between guys like us in these games. But really, in hindsight, I struggled because I lost one of my 2 objectives, and as soon as I lost one of it, I was on the back foot.
He was in kill mode.
Well, I couldn't. I had to try and get it back because I was only scoring off the out of action or off the objectives.
70-point guy on the first kill.
I did, absolutely, but I got no XP for it.
That's true.
Right, so that's the problem, is to win the game and have my guys who are down either just die, because they'll just die, and come back. I won't get any XP for them, means that I have to get back up with the objective. So I had to try and get this one on the left, and the Major just locked it down, and so I just kept feeding guys into it, and it got better and better for you and worse for me, because my out of actions are actually giving you XP to win the game, whereas I have to actually sneak around with stuff to try and get it back.
Yeah. I think the way to play this is going to be move in a group.
Yep.
Because then you can stabilize out of actions as you go.
Yeah, medic guys.
Because when you're winning, it doesn't matter if you get them off.
Yep.
Like if you win the game and they're stabilized on the board, they're auto living. And so I think handcuffing one of your guys is a great way for me to guarantee it. Because then I will no matter what always get to go.
Yeah.
Because then I'll just concede the turn and then you can't activate, so I just go back again.
Yeah. And having Isaac actually grab the the objective was a bad idea. I should have had someone worse grab the objective and go do it, because then they can leave afterwards. The difference was he could first turn run up there 18 inches because he's doing it on 5s. Whereas rolling 8s actually isn't that hard. I probably would have just done it backwards and had Kendra go and grab the objectives and then run away, because she's one with just a pistol. She's going to run off the board. I'm not going to feel so bad about having it that way. Yeah. And then I do have a medic all the time. That's for the later on.
Pick someone up when she leaves, because you're likely going to lose a guy on the way.
Yeah. So what's funny is this game, you almost have to play a little more like real life. Like, what would you actually do in real life, and what are your real life tactics?
Every time you see a guy, like,
it's a little less D&D and a little more like, oh crap, the cops are here, we gotta go. Because I guess clone regime 1 of the USG Kellyan crew is now either in jail or dead, and their clones have come back to try and do it again later on.
This is the new crew. They're like,
it's a little Borderlandsy. This is actually really fun to do Borderlands with, because literally it's just like Borderlands. If you die, you just get cloned, and Hyperion sends you back out as like a bunch of they digitize you back into like an arena. Maybe the next time we do this, we should use Borderlands-y kind of figures, because it would be perfect to run a Borderlands campaign.
I'm gonna make a Dark Souls team. They're all gonna wear primitive equipment, and they're just going to be
and not know that they're ghosts.
And they're just gonna be undead. They're gonna like they die and they come back at the bonfire.
They come back at the bonfire.
They lost all their souls. That's all their levels. Well.
And they go back to the bonfire. Actually, you could do that, and it would be fun.
There's rules for primitive equipment.
Well, I think you could just do that. You could just use primitive equipment. You could actually do a fantasy game with this probably pretty easily, and just use magic. Have
you wear
all the guns,
and then the guns would be psychic
spells
powers.
Or spells. Yeah, they'd all just be different spells. You can easily do that.
Wizards and
space wizards.
Swords.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. We should totally do that. Anyway, so there's the strengths in this game. You can do whatever you want. It does reward real life tactics to win the game.
If dual wielding ambidextrous SMGs are going to break the game.
Yeah, they might.
I'm thinking maybe
they might, because one of the things we didn't realize is pinning is really devastating, because Hammond couldn't do anything with 5 pin markers on him, and it's 5 actions to rally to get them off. So you're talking about a model that's effectively taken off the game just by being pinned. The wounds actually aren't as bad as the pins.
The pins make it so you can't fight, though. They're not out of the game. They just can't fight.
They can go pick things up. Yeah, they can go pick things up. They can go walk up the board.
Pinning doesn't affect tech. Pinning effect doesn't slow you down.
But it makes you incredibly vulnerable to being meleeed and incredibly vulnerable to other things. So it is risky to send them into the combat zone after they've been pinned a whole bunch, because you're effectively +5 to punch them, as we saw when the Major fought Isaac, and Isaac was just like, whatever, I knock you down, I hit you on 2s.
And then the same thing happened when Killbot ran over to go finish off the other guy.
And it happened vice versa. So it can be really like tempting, I think, to fight to the death in this game, but it's not gonna. You're gonna get reset to 0 a whole bunch, and it's gonna feel like you're not getting anywhere.
Unless you start playing in such a way that you don't do that. Yeah. Unless you start going like, I'm gonna doctor my guy and get off the board.
Yep. I'm gonna act like people would.
I'm gonna accept that I'm gonna get 0 experience for this, but I'm not gonna lose my current experience for this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose my guy, because once you guys have experience, like the Major right now, if you lose her, it's gonna
7 on her.
It's a big deal. Like you've lost, and she becomes way less effective, as we saw, because the double SMG is gonna be crazy good compared to the SMG thing. Well, you have the chance. We saw it too, because actually it happened to you. You broke your gun.
All of my guns.
You broke all your guns by just throwing that many dice. So it could be that becomes the balancing factor to the double SMGs, where you're throwing. If you crit one of your actions, if you crit all 3, you could potentially get 6 actions in a turn, which would be turned into 24 shots per activation.
Like for the 3 actions.
Bananas, because you get 4 shots dual wielding.
That's almost for sure going to kill a guy.
Oh, guaranteed.
Maybe guys nearby too.
Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, just staggering him. I didn't realize that, because stagger doesn't sound like it's just going to auto kill you, but like staggering can just auto kill you.
It just says any die roll.
So any die roll. So activations, whatever, any die roll that guy makes, all of a sudden he's out, which is crazy.
That's why you got to have your Dr. Bot repair him, tech himself back in, pull in his insides when he got shot.
Yeah, that was fantastic. He's like, battery's out, and just like shoved it back into himself.
Off the board, gets shot in the back and falls down. He's like,
that's not supposed to be on the outside of me, and he just like puts it back in.
He forgot he was there. That's what it was. He was just like, I'm gonna pick up the boss and leave because everyone's dead.
It was his head. His head fell off, and his body was just like. Here we go. Put the head back on.
Put it on backwards and realized there's another person and ran over and clawed him.
Rut-row. Yeah, no, it's definitely a game where you need to be prepared to actually set the scene. So with the way that the random mission generation works, I would do it in advance of when you're planning on playing a game and set the table up. It reminds me a lot of Rogue Trader, the first edition of 40K, in that regard, because you're telling a story more than you're doing anything else when you do like the complications, the mission, and the actual like environment. And then I like that the campaign system, it's very simple. It's 1 page. It's maybe like 500 words. Like it's a very simple campaign system, but it doesn't necessarily penalize you for losing the game. It just resets you back to 0. And even with the experience bonuses he's got, it is a penalty. You're not that much better. You're 7 experience out of 200.
I think the big thing is simply accept losses.
Yeah.
That's going to be what it is. It's going to be, you're going to play a game and you're like, look, it's not going well. Let's just leave.
Yeah, we gotta go.
You're like, I've only got the one button, but you know what? I was just going to pick him up, and he's going to pick him up, and they're going to leave.
And you still earn the experience you earn even if you lose. So like, if I'd gotten any of those boxes off, I'd still have 3 or 4 experience to hand out.
That's it.
I just wouldn't win the game, and the guys that were left behind or out of action wouldn't necessarily leave the game either. So
that's it. You spend your time, instead of fighting me, just trying to deny. Like, you could immediately do hide actions.
Yep.
So I have to spot you to see you, and then just start moving away.
Yep, absolutely.
And make me have to chase you. And whenever the reactions come up, just try and swap the initiative.
Yep, and try and regain it so you can just keep running. So I think this is a game we'll have to play a bunch to try and actually like figure out some of the deeper strategies of how you do your actions, your orders and stuff, how to use hiding, how to use stealth and all that stuff.
Rescue people.
We were just basically learning the core like fighting mechanics. That's what we focused on this game. But once you get, I think, dug into it, there's a lot more that you can do, creating different kinds of warbands that do different kinds of things. Like you could just build a bunch of stealth guys that just stealth around.
Yep. A bunch of slow, like camo moving, because fast just increases your movement flat.
Yep.
So like I could stealth 3.
It doesn't increase walk. It only increases run and
so it
sprint.
wouldn't work for stealth.
Yep.
And that's why. Probably.
That's why it doesn't work. That's actually probably exactly why.
Stealth 5ing.
You can't stealth 5 over. Yeah, walk is always 2 inches no matter
what.
what.
You can stealth 8. Because you can buy extra legs.
Yep,
you can have 2 extra sets of legs. It'd be a 6-legged stealthy. You can make a spider. You can make a spider.
You can make extra leg spider.
Yeah.
So again, I think those are the strengths. Some of the challenges are going to be you want to have printouts of all the tables in front of you because that helped us immensely. And don't try and learn the core mechanics without using your full warbands because we did try and do it one-on-one models. And well, you saw at the end of the game there when it's one-on-one models, you're just piling onto 2 guys all these stress markers, and it kind of breaks. Because even when you gain the initiative, because you've reacted so many times, both of you have stress on you all the time, and it just turns into kind of a slap fight. Like it kind of slows the game down. So
buy a 6-legged Spider-Man, get him 2 extra arms, get him ambidextrous, and dual-wield 2-handed weapons.
2-wield 2-handed weapons. Oh,
heavy machine guns. Damage like 6.
This is the problem with these kinds of games because they get his brain going. They get his like World of Warcraft brain going, where he's just trying to figure out how to stack everything. I don't know, whatever game you played that made you like this.
All of them.
Whatever it was. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You'll see us doing more Rogue Stars in the future. This is the kind of game, though, where you don't necessarily develop a warband for a long time. We'll probably do lots of different warbands and just try different things. So you might not follow the same stories like you would in Frostgrave of different people over and over again. Like we don't have that same thing. But we'll probably make more theme crews and just try out all kinds of different stuff. So thanks for watching. We'll see you for more of these in the future. Till then, I'm Ash, this is Owen. Pregame.